attention. If you were in the building, make some noise. Shouts to the family at Rapids Full. We're proud to have this event going on the stage, but this could not happen without a PBI title match. That being said, on the right-hand side, the challenger, you've seen him battle over and over again, all the way from Dublin. Show some love for Jonny Darko!
And on the left-hand side, the current champion,
Belfast! Make some fucking noise! Just in case you didn't know who that is Vizual from Belfast. This is a title match. We've got 5 judges. Please keep it down in the room. As the challengers here, round 1. I'm Jonny Darko.
Go on, Johnny. Come on.
It's Michael Largy, Premier Battles, token Irish. Yeah, the goat of Ireland that everyone at home despises. PB's little lapdog. Michael here is so compliant. They even commissioned that belt just for him. Long before a vote's decided, but now he's stuck. Repeating that moment over and over. Every time he closes eyelids, the inaugural PBI champion had his arm raised in a room of total silence. And I know that must have hurt, but I won't deny you breathed new life into our scene and we were finally on the cusp of progress until the day you got that belt. Damn near fucking took a hostage, absolute robbery. Of course that decision was something the crowd just couldn't rock with, but the Irish scene fathered you, Michael. I would have thought you'd be used to finding them unresponsive. I don't give a fuck if you see that angle as some easy shit. I only punch below the belt, cause unlike you, I don't see everything it's supposed to represent as beneath me, bitch. You went home and took your ball, and that's the fucking gall to say he's the champion of a scene he quit. He went from having his fingers on the pulse of it to now knowing what a beating is. So you better bring your A game, Michael. No more relying on just a stroke of luck. You know it's serious when the inspiration you so openly wear in your sleeves is telling you need to roll them up. Because I came here on behalf of a scene that you left abandoned when you broke its trust. But I'm not telling you to rebuild bridges, Michael. I'm telling you to stop looking down the one that's on your nose of us. Because now PB Ireland's dead. And even words of a revival are ringing hollow. An entire roster gets lost in the shuffle because we couldn't quite abide the business model. All except for that little lapdog. And he even gets shocks at Apex. And you're trying to tell me Michael isn't coddled? Yeah, next month you might put shocks in a bag, but today you're gonna need to catch lightning in a ball. Oh, but he represents for us in the UK. Yeah, he does. I'm not trying to discredit that he done it, but what good is it saying you got the green, white and orange on your back when all you showed the day you got the strap is you're still yellow in the stomach? Bitch mate. When you say you handle business with your hands, you're supposed to stand 10 toes on it, not cower in the corner when Raptors boys tell you they're gonna check those pockets. And I defended you that day. Told them the beef was childish and to let go of it. Funny how I went from acting as a shield for you to making sure that you get sent home on it. I don't think I forgot about that little sly jab you took at Rapids Full in your title match. I couldn't just mind my business, because shitting on a league that gave me a platform isn't a priority when I write my lyrics. This event doesn't happen without Rapids Full. It's alive in my spirit, because I want you to know I'd have happily battled for that skateboard, Michael, and the fucking high five with it. That's one.
He talked about how I find my dad unresponsive. That shit was tough. It would have been better if you didn't message me before, if you asked if you could bring it up. There's no ignoring the similarities. Some would say this is a perfect match. But him crying that I stole his shit is just a reflection of where he's at, because he's nervous that, would like the fans to compare his raps to the serving champ, he would no longer be relevant. But Jimmy, if you're gonna point fingers, Don't do it with dirty hands. See that foot? Let's talk about it. That foot in the door bar you had for Shawnee, 2 months before I said it did not. The hit in your ceiling bit you had for Ivan, I should have got credit for that. I spat your point of this line 5 years before you, and you think I'm letting it pass? The hand that feeds you line was directly a match, and I know you saw it because you called me to say you were impressed with the clash, but you want to call me unoriginal. Let's get to the facts. You have reused your own bars for years, but pretend to the fans that they're fresh from the pad. That teen pregnancy line was used twice. You thought we would forget what you spat. The Pan's Labyrinth, the Groot lines were already set in a track, and you've used that lights out wordplay 3 times. Repetitive trash. Jamie, you've stolen more bars from yourself than I allegedly have. But you said I bet your style too. Well, that's as funny as the topic gets, because you're referring to the style I had when I was 19, before I got respect, the default style you failed to grow out of. That is not a flex. It's funny that once I found my feet, his argument lost its legs. And when he... and when you crawled under your rock for years, they were calling me a prodigy. You only stepped outside again when I went on a streak, so the narrative of me being a wannabe is probably obsolete, but of course he's gonna act like my big brother, because it's obvious he's been watching me. You said you put X's on rappers' eyes. That's how it goes, right? Can't lie, Jamie, that was a dope rhyme. But it's fallen into place and makes sense that he stole lines, because if X marks the spot, then what's in here was a gold mine. He called me a thief for years, said he had no reasonable doubt, but with a name like Jonny Darko, I would suggest leaving it out, because I'm pretty sure you stole that name from a DVD in your house. I'm pretty sure you stole that name from a DVD in your house. You just swapped the D for a J. Who's remixing now? Let me get this point in his head. You're not a thorn in my crown. If I didn't let you be in the main event, you'd be supporting it now. You're a wrestling fan, right? You should know a dark match is meant to warm up a crowd. This is a title match, Jamie. No holding back our enemies up and dying to expose the man obsessed with me. Visuals in his head like a photographic memory. Any conversation throwing dirt on my name, you can hear him there. He hates when I get shown love, because I'm who our peers prefer. They were confused when the league said you were next in line for the throne. So let me clear the air. Bro, the title picture doesn't concern you, because they thought you'll win J. Cole. You should have stayed out of it, because they know you haven't got rounds that can hurt me. This is your 9th battle. It's my 21st. This was always going to amount to a 30. And in all those battles, it's the same structure, same rounds, only known for one thing, like a steakhouse. So you're gonna have to switch it up. You're gonna have to switch it up if you want to make your little mates proud, and really lock in if you want to break out. I am amazed how obsessed you are with the king. They could offer you a knighthood for it. He will never reach the heights of mine because the guy's too boring. I approach the game like a southpaw and put my right foot forward, and after I stepped outside, I have been the man since acquisition, lad, and the goat won't be called a sheep by a sacrificial lamb. Time, let's go, man.
See how he was barking in my face, giving it the brave? If my fingers are dirty, it's because I've been digging you a grave. You made your down flop and no loose chat debuts recently, right? Mm-hmm. That just tells me you're a desperate cunt. Because you took a nobody and a has-been as opponents. Because you can't beat any of the credible ones. Taking battles you'll know you'll win. It's pathetic and dumb. Because for every villain in Craig G on your record, there's a Koj and a Maverick on his medical one. Yeah! And that's our fucking champion. Headed a bunch second to none, so desperate to get his flowers knowing he is the most delicate one. You even post screenshots of people saying you lost your battles. What a sensitive cunt. Even went back to posting his 5k jogs, just so he knows what it feels like to have nobody question his wrong. Because really, Michael, villain in Craig G, I'm struggling to see the purpose or logic. I thought you had love for the grind. You knew you'd murder them, stop it. Oh, it's just for money though, right? I'm sure your integrity really had them born in their pocket. Is that what they're teaching? I'm sure your integrity really had them born in their pocket. Is that what they're teaching in school these days? Saint Malachi be spinning in his grave since you're only concerned with turning a profit. You became a fucking bottom feeder after the rest of the talent pool left. And if you think I'm not on his level, you're right, because that ain't how champions do chess. This is supposed to be the face of our scene. But look what happens whenever we clash a few vets. Bro, you are not a star, you are starlight. Because you look good at the start, but after a couple of jobs, the face is an absolute mess. Let me break it down for you. And you know this is facts if you follow the clips. Swore he was going to eat path and he made you swallow a brick. Thought Quill'd be another feather in his cap till he brought one to the mix and you got your card pulled. Should have known you can't teach an old dog a new trick. Yeah! Frankie had him in deep water. He barely took a dip in the shallows. Thought he could hang with Marv and he made you swing from the gallows. Told Koj he's happy for shit to get dark. He down there lit you a candle. Of course he's happy for shit to get dark. He only exists in my shadow. And that's why it makes me sick to my stomach when I see you with that strap of leather. Because you've shown us time and time again that you can't help but crack from pressure. You were the top tier that almost was. And I'm tired of being told we have to clap the effort when you name yourself Vizual because you make movies, but you can't get your fucking act together. So I hope everyone here knows what the fuck this round's about and why him being lauded as our best pound for pound has turned our whole scene sour now. Because just when you think he's on the up and up, he's once again left down and out. But I guess that's why they gave you that belt, because you keep getting caught with your trousers down. And that's a 2.5 minute round.
He said I only take easy battles that I'll know I'll win. Like I'm some shit cunt. Cool. Why the fuck do you think I decided to take this one? Back in March, you had your first battle in years. And if I wasn't already, booked above you on the card, I'd be down to go. You were like a little kid buzzing. About to blow, got on stage, big introduction. Shouted, yo! Then what did you do, Jamie? Immediately choked and pulled out your phone. We waited 3 years for that. Now what you do in your time off is none of my business, but I reserve the right to be pissed when you show up and say, oh, what's another 5 minutes, bro? You froze on stage, couldn't get his mind clear or his head right. So how are you here as the headline when last time out you were a deer in the headlights? You should have been ready to go, sending him home, but he arrived late to the venue and bro couldn't get any snow. So it made sense that it rolled and led to a choke, because everyone knows JD is better with coke. I mean, you were big back then, but that doesn't justify the card placement. Being the best rapper 10 years ago isn't hard claiming. The bar's basic. Couldn't find a fucking rap group that aren't racist. So since you haven't been the top guy in Ages Dark, I'll send him back to the Dark Ages. But speaking of racists, when George Floyd was killed, you posted in support of BLM, showing solidarity with your black friends, and then immediately put out an album with a man who said they were rioting for a crackhead. And that's not the only racist you managed to back, son. Look at who he does music with. But he's too spineless to stand up. You can turn a blind eye. I'd add insult to injury and give a racist a black one. It's not... It's not me you need to make it up to, Johnny. It's the crowd instead. Type of guy to say, I don't see colour. Well, I do. And now it's red. He's out his depth. When I sent this round to friends for some criticism, a couple people got back saying a bit is missing. And according to this admission, Johnny's fond of letting the N-word slip if he's drinking. Says the wildest shit under the influence like hypnotism. You'll get... You'll get your head kicked in. I'm not done till he's bleeding. I'll give a racist the Punisher treatment. Bury him under wraps like government secrets. Because they knew when they put a star in the ring, they would summon a demon. If one thought crosses through your mind, I hope it's saying don't lose your rag. If you do, you'll die. Your name's associated with getting beat like a producer tag. And after I find my groove, every opponent got bulldozed, interest up like I took loans. This is my smallest battle this year. Why would I be shook, bro? For you, this a headline. For me, it's a footnote. You couldn't even beat my last opponent. And these days, villain is not skilled. Book it, Briggz. He'll get hurt on cam. I'd be surprised if Johnny Knoxville. You think you're the first jackass to test me? Well, let's see. I'll take a big fish from a small pond to the Dead Sea. Knife out, get under his skin like a pet peeve. And after I stick a blade in him, I'm grave digging. We are not the same, and the main difference is I am self-aware in this scene like Wade Wilson. I know my place in it, but you come across a little bit entitled. This made more sense as my debut. I am pissed it's for the title. I should have got rid of dark at the start like the beginning of the Bible. You did not earn this booking or climb the ranks. You were forced up. So I got a little blade for those shortcuts. Did you clear everyone in your class and become the man to beat? No, that was me. Did you run 7 events in 10 months to revive the Irish battle scene? No, that was me. Did you cement yourself as the very first Irish champ of this league? No, that was me. Did you spend the last 10 years begging for attention and being willing to rap for free? Actually, to be fair, that one was him. You are a boom bap rapper. You haven't got the battle stats or feats to stand with me. He made his name on wax. So what made you think he could handle hate? We're both good on paper, but the difference is in our names and why they were chose. Cause I'll put JD on ice just to show he's easy to get down and visuals a sight to behold.
I did forget my bars at the start of my first round in London. Shh, that shit's not a joke. But you also did it in your second round versus Mav. He even copies my jokes. And I used to like Michael. Before he let YouTube, shut the fuck up.
Hold it down at the back, man.
I used to like Michael. Before he let YouTube comments get under his skin and had him in his fields, he was a nice lad. World at his fingertips, outstanding in his field until the day he got that belt. And now it feels like he's demanding that we kneel. You were happy to treat me like a fucking dog until I'm snapping his heels. And I've noticed a couple things that should compromise your position at the top. And it's how often you bring up the troubles in the writtens that he's got. It's how often you bring up the troubles in the writtens that you've got. And it's those sentiments alone that are, oh, fuck no, I'm joking. It's those sentiments alone that are thickening the plot. Because you said you have, every relative... Yo! Time.
Why'd you rap about having sex with a minor when you were 25? She was front row when you battled Scaldy. You told her to get in line and you'd see her when she's old enough. You are a pedophile. You said you were gonna take her for a spin. Your mind's sick. If you had a PR team, Jamie, they would be having a crisis. You should have stayed retired, bro. It didn't have to be like this. But he only came out of retirement because we offered him kid. Fucking hell. How about some subtlety? After this, it's back to his flat, hard drive out. He'll scrub it clean, exposed on stage. I've come to teach. I said I'd take him to school, but he's not allowed within 100 feet. You should not be working a stage. You should have a prison sentence served on a plate. If your Tinder sentence weren't the legal limit, you would burst into flames. When he heard the Chilean miners got stuck, he was first on the plane. Well, you battled a literal paedophile and then gave him a shout out during ScoMo's writtens. Post-conviction. Bold decision. Go to prison. I no longer want to be likened to him. And if he's the guy you're standing behind, you're a prick. I can't speak for you lot, but if that was my guy, I would swing. But I suppose none of it was a surprise when you think there's always fucked up stories from dark side of the ring. I know some of you are thinking this is probably not true, but you can search it up on YouTube. Watch how this cunt moves. So I had to make a point to this body. Like, show me on this doll where he touched you. But let's switch lanes for a sec. Slam on the pedal. Because if we want the Irish scene to thrive again, then the champ's instrumental. And they don't want you. Because they know what you do with a pad and a pencil can never equate to being able to rap at this level. This was a colonized country. Why would they be happy to settle? Don't get me wrong. You can try. You won't win though. You were dying to get smoked. That put more people to sleep than the cold side of the pillow. You'll get a right to the jaw, lights flipping off. Your name sold 0 tickets and mine did them all. I just find it funny you had to write for a draw. Cause I went to work while you stayed at home like a housewife. And now you want to step up? Doctor Who.
What's that mean?
It's about time. But I'm really the name he was asking for. I can see why you're someone the rest of your class ignore. Because I wasn't really scared when I researched. I was laughing more. I really got my kicks from what JD had in store. So now it's time to see if you can keep up. Gold on my hands like the new UFC gloves. And if there's one thing I am not doing, it's losing my belt. I will retire you back to the shop you work in. You were doing so well. But I hope when you were planning what to put on the shelf, you gave it some thought and left room for yourself. And I'm not insulting your job or having a joke, but you think someone who organizes stock for a living could manage his own. He was relaxing at home, making up bars and biting. And the way he chooses when he wants to take part's surprising, because he only battles if I'm on the card. But I suppose it's natural to have dark outside when a star is shining. But they need an active champ. One who can stomach the game, and that's the main reason we are not one and the same. I battle every time they need me, the company's face. But if they put Johnny on the spot, he wouldn't live up to the name. Don't get me wrong, bro, they were impressed at the start, till they realized you need 6 months for prepping your bars. But not me.
2 days.
Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, it's relevant, Dark, because I could have battled 3 heads on this card. But if you want a coked up, anxiety-riddled, inconsistent, racist pedophile as your champion, then Dark's your guy. And if anyone has an issue with me as your champ, I'm not hard to find. Belfast, thank you.
Premier Battles, we are at Oh Yeah in Belfast for the title match. If you enjoyed that battle, make some noise. We did go to the judges, and all 5 judges came to the same decision, walking away, and still the Premier Battles Ireland champion.